I've started the last few videos with a voiceover, so like I confuse the muscles, or like I attempt to confuse the muscles to inspire growth.
What?
Welcome to another episode of the Gym Travel Series. Today we're in Watertown, Connecticut. And I don't know if you guys know Connecticut, but like on Friday afternoon, 84 headed north can get very crowded, north and south. So I kind of took a nice little scenic loop. Fucking moose on Route 6 almost took me out. These egg white bites are pretty good actually, guys. If you haven't tried them and you ever need a little bit of protein in a crunch, I either go this or the spinach feta wrap. Going to head over to Universal Fitness over here in Watertown. I've been there once a couple years ago. Really nice gym, bodybuilding, powerlifting friendly gym. Pretty big if I remember it correctly, but we'll see if it looks the same. And right now, Friday evening, a little before 7, so hopefully, I feel like it just depends on the gym. This could be hit or miss crowded. Hopefully not too crowded. Otherwise, if it is too crowded, you may never even see this clip, and I'm just talking to myself like a fucking weirdo here in a Starbucks parking lot. As you can see from the drive-in video, this gym, great location, right next to a Jersey Mike's. What are your guys' thoughts on Jersey Mike's? I know there's a lot of them here in the Northeast, and I think they're up there with the top. They've got to be like top 3 sub chains. I mean, you could arguably bring Potbelly's, Firehouse, Jimmy John's into that conversation. But I think you leave Subway and Quiznos at the kids' table. I hate to, although I did have Subway recently, and it kind of hit hard. It kind of hit different. Now, getting to the back workout here, if the gym I'm training at has an assisted pull-up machine, that's how I'm going to start the back workout pretty much every time. As you see, this one here has 4 grips to use. I'll just do 4 sets of 10 to 12, switching between grips on each one. And I like to do this assisted instead of freestyle at the beginning because I'm almost using it as like a mental warm-up as well as a physical. Because for the longest time, I had the hardest time feeling my back work. So I would even start off with pull-ups. Like I would go the opposite way and do weighted pull-ups or something like that. And yeah, like it looks cooler, but I wasn't contracting my lats at all. I was using momentum. I was using probably a lot of biceps. And, by the end of the workout or the next day, I was wondering, damn, where's that soreness? Not that is always an indicator of a good workout or whatever, but usually, it shows that I'm at least contracting the targeted muscle, in this case, the lat. So that's why that's also another reason why, I've slowed it down on both the eccentric and concentric parts of all these movements you see, in particularly with the back workout. I'd say anyone, in particular people, maybe newer to lifting, whether that's powerlifting, bodybuilding, really focus on establishing the mind-muscle connection like right now. Because whether it may not seem important for something like powerlifting, you're like, oh, I just want to move some weight. But the imbalances that are going to develop as you go on in your journey are only going to harm you. And these imbalances develop as a result of not being able to target, certain musculature during your training. And, that's important for bodybuilding, powerlifting, CrossFit, athletics, fucking, I don't care if you're a, just a weekly happy hour, which at Arby's, which is pretty damn. Like I say that like it's like sedentary lifestyle. Like one day of cardio at Arby's happy hour, no joke. Like fuck Orange Theory, because this shit's gonna have you sweating. I started lifting on the young side, I would say. Going into the summer of ninth grade was when I really started to spend a lot of time in the gym. And I think if I could go back, going back to the principle of kind of slowing things down, getting a better squeeze, really focusing on the movement would have helped so much. Took me years to learn to feel the chest on any sort of pressing movement. Like, I realized right when I started lifting, I realized soon after, like, oh, I can press some decent weight with a closer grip on bench press. So, like any smart, hormonal 14-year-old, I was like, all right, so I'm going to make sure to work my chest some more. And so I would, I would load up like 2.5s on each side of the bench to work my wide grip. But then when Big Rhonda came in, my ego took over. I immediately switched that grip to close and, was like, fuck it. Let me rep out 135 like an absolute maniac. And in the bottom line of the story, Big Rhonda was not impressed. Before I start crying on a voiceover, let me go ahead and end this commentary and say, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.